Remote worker ordered to repay employer for time theft. A Canadian accountant has been ordered to repay her employer for time theft after the company's tracking software determined that she was performing personal tasks while she claimed to be working. The court ruling marks one of the first instances in which such technology has been used to order a worker to repay an employer for slacking off on the job. Besse, an employee of Vancouver Island accounting firm Reach CPA, initially claimed she was wrongfully dismissed and that her employer owed her $5,000 in unpaid wages and severance pay. Besse's employer said it terminated her because she engaged in time theft and filed a countersuit seeking just over $2,600 in wages. It paid her while she allegedly wasn't working, as well as part of an advance she received before her employment began. The court decision comes as more companies install tracking software on workers' computers to detect keystrokes and clicks to ensure they focus on work-related tasks while doing their jobs remotely. Some critics say this kind of surveillance amounts to spying and infringes on employees' basic rights. In October of last year, the National Labor Relations Board expressed concern over employers' growing electronic surveillance of workers and its potential to intrude on their privacy rights. NLRB, which is the National Labor Relations Board, General Counsel Jennifer Abruzzo, announced her intention to protect employees to the greatest extent possible from intrusive or abusive electronic monitoring and automated management practices that would have a tendency to interfere with Section 7 rights. Section 7 protects workers' ability to keep certain activity confidential from their employer. So, Besse said that in February 2022, she initiated meetings with her manager to improve her productivity. Her employer then installed time tracking software called TimeCamp on her work-issued laptop. A month later, Reach said it found that Besse was behind schedule on her work. The company also noticed a discrepancy between the time tracking software's record of her activity and how she manually recorded her time. Between February 22 and March 25th, the firm said Besse had logged nearly 51 hours on her timesheets, during which she did not engage in work-related tasks based on the tracking software's log. Screen capture videos recorded by TimeCamp ultimately proved that she engaged in time theft, according to the Civil Resolution Tribunal, Canada's first online court. The videos show which documents a user opens and for how long they interact with them. While the software distinguishes between work and non-work activities such as streaming video, it also classifies such activities as personal versus work activity. Besse claimed that she had printed the documents in question and was working off the hard copies, but never communicated this to Reach. Her company said her printing activity was limited and that she could not have printed the large volume of documents required to do her work, but the court dismissed her claim and ordered her to repay Reach $1,506.34 based on her salary. So this is the modern version of Big Brother, with so much remote work going on and people not in the office anymore. The companies have come up with something, because I remember like some years ago, a recruiter called me about a job, but it's based in New Jersey, and it's working in the computer. Everything, all the information you have to work with, and I said, well, that's quite a trip. And this was before the pandemic, so I was like thinking ahead, remote. And they said, well, couldn't I just do that from home? Oh, no. You got to be in the office. So in a way, the pandemic was like a blessing in disguise, because a lot of companies were forced to have employees work from home or work remotely, what have you. Whereas before, it's like they didn't trust you. They figure, if you work remote, you're going to be doing like what this woman was accused of, like stealing time, maybe going shopping, doing personal stuff, and so forth. So this software program that they're using there, it's like the death knell for anyone who thinks they can cheat on company time. It's not going to be that easy to do that anymore. I would think those days are probably over.